morning, make a video this morning about a couple of things I found out yesterday, and just bring it to y'all's attention just in case you hadn't heard about it. But the first one I want to talk about is there was 20 Antifa members arrested. Out of 20 of them, 13 of them were school teachers. Well, what's that tell you about what I was saying? We have to take back our school systems. We got communist teachers in our school systems, and you don't think that they're going to be teaching socialist and communist concepts. You don't believe that at all, do you? Well, I suggest you wake up. Yeah, and also the teachers union, the California's teachers union is calling for to defund the police and a few other things that's outrageous before they will go back to work teaching school. Oh, they want to dismantle all private schools too. Yeah. Well, that tells you something, don't it? They're full grown up here. Got a gas truck or something pulled over. What the hell that is? Hell, you got Sutton or Sexton's propane company pulled over. So glad he didn't want me. This is a moving violation. It's a setting violation, much less a moving violation. But anyway, yeah, they want to defund the police and they want to dismantle all private schools. Well, what's that tell you, folks? They don't want any agenda taught but their own. They don't want your children knowing anything but communism and socialism. So that ought to tell you, that ought to wake you up just a little bit. If it don't, you're dumb as a box of goddamn hammers. Alright. Second thing is this nursing home up in Pennsylvania had 75 deaths. Well, they started treating their patients with hydrochloroquine, and well, the deaths stopped. Everybody got well, but let me tell you what what is it? The HOD up there? What is it? Health director, whatever the hell they are. They have shut this nursing home down, and they are dismantling the staff. They fired all the staff, and this is their reasoning why they fired the staff, because they was endangering the people by giving them an experimental drug that's been around for 75 years. It's been around a lot longer than that, because hell, even George Washington used it, but it wasn't called hydrochloroquine back then. It was, they got it out of tree bark. But anyways, yeah, it's an experimental drug now, because it's only used to treat malaria, which that's a bunch of shit. It has a bunch of uses. It can treat a bunch of things. But they want you to believe it will only treat malaria. Right, so they shut this nursing home down, pulled all the patients out, put them in the care of they're progressive doctors, and took them off the medicine that was working because it was experimental. But now, but this vaccine, the vaccines that are coming, they're not experimental at all. They've only been used on lab rats, experimented on lab rats. They've never been used on, on a human being. So I would say, I would have to say that would be experimental to me. I don't know about y'all, but common sense tells me if this shit ain't never been used before, but they're telling you it's good, especially Bill Gates, because he's a medical fucking professional, people. God almighty, how stupid are you? But, it'd be like me, this dumb old country boy. I know how to drive a truck. Alright, Bill Gates knows how to build a damn computer. He don't know nothing about fucking medicine at all. Alright? But it'd be like me, old truck driver. I can kill bugs too. I used to be a bug man, used to be a pest control man. I can do that too. But I'm gonna come out with a vaccine that cures cancer, AIDS, you name it. This is a one-stop shop, people. You get it, man. And you won't never get sick again in your life. Even future sicknesses, they won't bother you. Would you buy it? I wouldn't buy it, but if you're buying what Bill Gates is selling, you might as well buy what I just tried to sell you. I could hire researchers, and I could hire all these, and I could hire medical professionals to get my point across too, to tell you that this is going to work. But then you've got thousands of other medical professionals that's telling you, no, don't do this. And they're being silenced by the left wing, by the socialists and the communists. They're being silenced. They're having their voice took away. Why? If they're lying to you, why are they trying to cover it up? That, if somebody's lying, tell you, look, little saying my daddy told me, and it'll hold water. A lie won't live. The truth will stand when the world's on fire, and you can believe it. Their lie might live for a little while, and it might live long enough to infect every one of y'all's asses with this damn vaccine, with their nanobot technology in it, that these 5G towers can fucking send out radio waves and basically shut down your body if they want to. That's some dangerous shit, people. That's crazy. You'll be walking around. If they want to get rid of your ass, they can zap your ass. EMP you, basically. Like they can do a car. EMP and shut your ass down. I know it sounds way out there, left field, right? It's crazy. That ain't right. Man, you can't do that. Well, what would you tell somebody back in the 40s that if you could go back in time and you told somebody and said, hey, man, we got rovers on Mars. We're looking to inhabit it. They're looking to, they're wanting to put we're pretty close to getting a moon station. We already have a space station floating around up there, and the people's in it. What would they look at you and say? It's like, God damn, man, you crazier than hell. That's out there in left field. Just a microwave. You'd blow their mind with a microwave. Not much less one of these cell phones. So you can think that it's fake and that nanobots and nanotechnology doesn't exist, but I would highly suggest you look into it and educate yourself.
There's a ton of articles.
I mean, yeah, it's a shitload of stuff out there about it. I mean, if you don't know about it, then it's because you're naive and you don't want to fucking know. You just want to believe everything the mainstream media says. Y'all got it bad, people. I mean, y'all got it fucking bad, and what I mean by when I say y'all got it bad, is eat, slap ass up with the dumbass. Eat up with it. But you don't know no better. That's what you've been taught. You're taught to trust your government. You're taught to trust your media. That's been drilled in your head since you was a kid. So, I guess that's just the way you're going to be. I mean, there's millions of you running around right here with masks on just because the media told you to do it. And the left side of the medical boards told you to do it. But the right side is screaming at you, don't do it, it will cause health problems. You're not listening to that side. From where I come from, you get both sides of the story and you make an educated decision. You don't just go with one side because that's what you want to hear. I don't understand you people. I really don't. I guess you just eat up with it. And you believe that the hospitals and these doctors are there to take care of you. Let me tell you something, people. I've been to emergency rooms. I've been to emergency rooms with infections. I've been to emergency rooms with, several things. Hell, I went to the emergency room with them having an anxiety attack. The motherfucker gave me, and I ain't kidding now. I am not kidding you at all. This happened. Honest to God's truth, this happened. He gave me a prostate exam. I shit you not. He said, oh, there's your problem. Your prostate's swollen. What? That don't, I'm telling you people, y'all, I mean, which I didn't have insurance. You know, it makes a difference. And then they send you a bill in the mail, and I told her some bitches, hell, I went for anxiety and they give me a prostate exam. You take your car in for an oil change and they fucking pull your motor out, you gonna pay for it? Without, you know. I mean, they don't, y'all just don't make no logic sense. You want to look at one side and not both sides, and you want to laugh at the one side. You won't even take it serious. You won't even look at it and say, hey, maybe these people are onto something. You know, I got a friend of mine. He's a retired police officer. I think he was there 31, 32 years. Worked his way up. He was a patrolman, worked his way up to sergeant, worked his way up to lieutenant. Then he was an investigator, and then he worked his way up to captain. He's looked at both sides of it. You know what he saw? You know what he said to me? He said, I believe it's hydrochloroquine is the cure. He said he's about 99% sure that was it. But the pieces sure does fit. And the left is all scattered around. You can't get two pieces of the left to fit together. But y'all want to believe that craziness. Because I guess you want to believe in these miracle fucking vaccines. It's going to take care of everything. It's going to take care of everything, all right? It's going to take care of you. You can believe that. They'll be able to control your thing. They'll be able to control everything about you. They'll be able to control the way you think, the way you eat, the way you act. But you don't believe it, but do your research on it. See if I'm lying to you. You know. But oh yeah, the World Health Organization told these doctors all over the world, don't do biopsies, autopsies on these bodies that had COVID. Don't do it. They're too infectious. The shit is spread everywhere if you open them up. Well, that's where they found it, that what they're sick with is not a virus. It's a bacterial infection that causes your blood to clot in your lungs, and that's what kills you. And that's where simple antibiotics and hydrochloroquine comes in. Bam. But cure it. And prevent it. You know the reason they told you don't take aspirin? Aspirin and ibuprofen would speed it up. You know the reason they told you that? Because it'll thin your blood. It's a blood thinner, people. That's a blood thinner. What do they want to happen? They want your blood to clot. They're telling you what to do to kill yourself, and you're listening to them. And these other doctors is over here trying to beat you in the head to get you to listen to them, and you're laughing at them. You're calling them crazy. I think you're the one that's fucking crazy. When somebody only takes one side of the story, one side of somebody's truth, and not looks at the other side to try to figure out the gray area, try to dig for the real truth, I would call that crazy. I would call that fucking insane if you just listen to one person. I mean, you'd have to be out of your damn mind. Especially to listen to the Democrats, and the Democrats is pushing all this shit. Golly, y'all need to wake up. Bad. But maybe, you know, maybe the ones that takes this vaccine, it'll kill y'all's asses off. And the ones that don't take it, that may be the purpose. That may be the purpose. They want the strong to survive. They want to get rid of the idiots. I guess. I don't know. Could be. That's just a theory of mine. But if you're dumb enough to jump in line for a vaccine that ain't never been tested on human beings, overtaking a medicine that's been around for 75 years and is safe as baby aspirin, I would say you was about as dumb as a box of hammers. But anyways, y'all take it easy. If I think of anything else today, I'll holler back at you. Y'all be good.